Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, April 13th, 2024. I am Lance Brock, and Saturday nights are right for fighting. I know they don't actually use that as the theme for Collision. I think they've changed it the recent couple weeks, but I still like using that anyway. But who knows, maybe they will bring back the Elton John song one of these days. And we definitely have some pro wrestling this weekend. Not as quite as big as last weekend, but tonight we have AEW Saturday Collision, followed by Battle of the Belts 10, right after 10 p.m. to 11 on TNT. Before I get into those two shows, new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 584 from last night, talking all about last night's WWE Friday Night SmackDown, which was live in Detroit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it there. Also, last night's AEW Rampage. But now on to tonight, on this Saturday night. First, Collision will be live from the Truist Arena in Highland Heights, Kentucky. We will start with Collision, and the Blackpool Combat Club team of the American Dragon Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli will take on the Don Callis team, or the Don Callis family team of Powerhouse Hobbs and the Ring of Honor World Television Champion Kyle Fletcher. That should be a pretty good match right there. And we will have from Stardom Azam challenging the AEW Women's World Champion Timeless Toni Storm in a title eliminator match. The House of Black will be in a trios match, taking on the team of Dante Martin, Matt Sydal, and Action Andretti. Katsuyori Shibata will be in action against Shane Taylor Productions member Lee Moriarty. And that is the card for Collision tonight. And then immediately following Collision on TNT, we have AEW Battle of the Belts 10, which we're going to have 3 matches on tonight. And the AEW International Championship is on the line. We have Roderick Strong defending against Rocky Romero, which I think will be a very good match. Last night on Rampage, we even got a little bit of a tease there with the Kingdom and Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly telling Rocky if he won the title, kind of hinting that he may want a future title shot. So that looks interesting there. The FTW Championship will be on the line as the cold-hearted, handsome Devil Hook will defend against Shane Taylor, and Red Velvet will challenge the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena, which lately Athena hasn't actually been on too many AEW shows outside of Ring of Honor. But I think this is a good idea to focus on Athena. She has been, they build her up as a dominant champion, and she has had a great reign, been just awesome, especially with Billy Starks as a part of Ring of Honor. I think this will be a pretty good match as well. So that is the cards for both AEW Collision and Battle of the Belts 10, all starting tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on TNT. So once again, last night SmackDown was here in Detroit. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it to Little Caesars Arena live. I was stuck at home at the 360 Studios watching on TV. So far, I have not seen them announce a return to Detroit just yet. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. And AEW, right now, they do not have any shows for Detroit announced. Not anywhere in the near future, anyway. Also, tomorrow night on A&E, we have the season premiere of WWE's Most Wanted Treasures, which will be a part of WWE Superstar Sunday. Then next week, 1 week from tonight, is TNA Rebellion on pay-per-view, which will be available on TNA Plus and traditional pay-per-view. Got a pretty good card there, which will be live at the Palms in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then 1 week from tomorrow, on the Sunday, will be AEW Dynasty on pay-per-view live from St. Louis, Missouri on traditional pay-per-view Bleacher Report. And Triller will actually be showing it live here in the United States, which normally for AEW pay-per-views, they're internationally, but I guess some people have had some stream issues watching them on Bleacher Report, but I can only say for me, when I have watched them on Bleacher Report, I actually have not had any issues, and if there were any, they were just very minor at most. I would say maybe the screen went out for just a couple seconds, or maybe just a little glitch or something, but definitely no major problems. But I'm watching on a Roku TV. Maybe it has something to do with what device you are watching on. I'm not sure. Who knows? Or maybe your home internet. I don't know. But all the AEW pay-per-views I have watched on Bleacher Report, I really haven't had any serious issues. So that is all for this Saturday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in this morning. In the comments section, you can go there, leave your thoughts on last night's WWE SmackDown and AEW Rampage, especially if you were here in Michigan last night and were at the Little Caesars Arena live for SmackDown. Feel free to send in a live report if there were any dark matches before or after the show, the crowd reaction, what was your favorite match to see live there last night, in the comment section, either here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast. And if you do want to send in a report from SmackDown, you can also email it to me, 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. I'll put the email in the description of the show. So hopefully I'll get maybe a live report from last night's SmackDown at Little Caesars Arena. I will be back tomorrow morning for the Sunday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. So I hope everyone who is listening right now will join me tomorrow. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.